my last guest here, guys, and they're called Stolen City, and they're a three-piece pop rock band from Dublin, and it features Sean McGrath on lead vocals, David McCabe, who co-writes the songs and gets the crowd going, and he plays mandolin as well, and we've got Ian Bailey on the drums. And yeah, they got a lot of radio play in the past couple of years. They were described as ones to watch on Spin 103.8, and they played many notable gigs across Ireland. And they recently released their single, Sparks, which I performed at the last show on Wednesday. So please welcome our last guest, last but not least, Stolen City. Hello, hello.
Hello.
What's
Gentlemen,
up?
What's the crack?
how are you keeping?
What's up?
All right, we just wait for everybody to load in. We've got one more, yeah. We got Dave.
Yeah.
Am I here?
Oh,
I should
you're,
be.
you're here, yeah. You just need to slap on your video there. There we go.
There we go.
There he is.
Lovely stuff.
Oh, look at
What's up?
this, gentlemen. Absolute pleasure. How are you all keeping?
Not too bad. And yourself?
Oh, what can I say, man? It's a thrill to just be able to chat to amazing musicians twice a week.
Yeah.
But I'm missing the gigs, right?
Yeah.
There's one key component missing from all this, and it's the live music.
Yeah.
No, I know. The only good thing to kind of think about is maybe like next year there's going to be gigs bleeding everywhere, you know?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what everyone keeps saying, which is great. And that there's going to be a massive amount of attendance for all of these gigs, right?
Yeah.
After it's
Hopefully.
over. I mean, there has to be. Come on, like I'm etching for a gig. Like I'm like
Yeah, I
I'm like
know.
a fucking horny rabbit, like trying to fucking trying to suck frequencies out of the wherever I can. You know what I mean? Right now, like an addict. But yeah, no, it's crazy. So like, yeah, no, I think it's really going to be amazing. And hopefully, like, what I'm looking for is it for original Irish music, local music. That's what I want to see. Is more of that, more people attending those kind of gigs. You know,
Yeah.
and those are the gigs that are super important because it's part of the culture. It's part of the original, unique and perfect culture that we have here in Dublin, right? It's an amazing music scene, and it's such a shame for it to get kind of shoved under the fucking rug, isn't it? By all these things.
Like something like this going on, like what was a Coda Line, and so many amazing Irish acts had to cancel. Like what Coda Line had like 8 shows or something like that booked in Olympia.
Yeah, something like
Had
that.
to cancel them all, like crazy.
Yeah, it's mental. And Dave, you had a health scare last month, man. How are you doing? How are you
I
keeping up? I'm meaning to ask you.
I'm all good, yeah. I was when the lads made the video and all, I think it was 3 days after I was admitted to hospital or something like that.
Yeah.
It was leukemia diagnosis, and I getting treatment for it and all. I was in hospital for 5 weeks, and I was out for 3 weeks, and then I'm only back out. I went back in again to get more chemo and stuff, and then I'm back out again for a week. Then I'm going back in again next week to get more chemo and stuff. So I have I think basically till the end of the summer, and then I'll be all good, all in the clear and stuff like
My
that.
God, man, yeah.
So I'm all good, but it's just mad. It was like I was terrified because I was like,
I can only imagine.
I was like, no, I was like, the lads are going to be gigging all summer. I'm going to miss out on everything, all the festivals.
Music first, right?
I'm going to be getting treatment, and then this all bleeding happened, and the world shut down. You know,
Yeah.
So I missed one gig.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad. I can't.
They didn't
complain.
fire you after that, then I guess. No.
They didn't. No, they didn't. Dave gets kicked from call. Imagine.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing, man. And I was thinking about you when I seen the video, and the guys did a heartwarming video after that, and it was lovely. That did its rounds. People saw that, and it was really heartwarming. I saw that video myself, and I was thinking
very good
about
actors.
You're very good actors.
I was so surprised. I was like, who
Dave
are
was giving
these
out to us
two
because we weren't crying in it.
I wanted some emotion.
Yeah.
want the tears and snots,
Yeah,
tissues, you know, didn't get any of that.
Oh, amazing. How's been like the sort of, okay, so you released your recent song Sparks, which is fantastic. I love that, and it's amazing how it opens up, you know, and you're setting the scene already straight away, which it's almost heartbreaking in itself, isn't it? Because you're imagining being on Dame Street or being out in town, where I'm in the suburbs, you know, I can't go near town at the moment. So for me, I listened to that song quite a lot actually, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, this is like really kind of taking me to a different place, you know. And it's amazing how music can do that, and how much power it has on people, especially during times in the quarantine. How has music been for you guys now as a band? And I know there's a lot of stuff that's been happening anyway prior to quarantine and stuff, but how has it been for you guys individually? I guess it doesn't have to be generally music related, but I guess creativity can fall into the conversation, or anything that you wish.
It's just like being all like locked up and having nothing else to do. You know, the best thing to do is just keep yourself occupied in any way. Pick up a guitar, try and write something. Like, you know, when I was trying to write some stuff, and it was all depressing as fuck. I was like, you know what, we cannot as a band release anything like this. But like with Sparks and all, like we had Sparks wrote ages ago, long before, and we had it like ready to go long before quarantine or anything happened, you know. The whole coronavirus even was a thing. We had Sparks well and truly wrote and done, and we weren't going to release it for a good while, but we were like, you know what, with everything going on with the world, we said we'll release a bit of kind of happy music, try and cheer people up in any way possible, you know.
Yeah, because you guys perform like it is like uplifting music. Stolen City, it's that's kind of what I would see as like, it would just be very uplifting. So for you, obviously, or for anybody kind of in this sort of time frame, it can be quite difficult, I guess, to express yourself in a happy way, right? Because of there's not much to be happy about, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
there's not at all. Looking forward to, you're just like,
what about you, Sean? Like, how are you keeping busy?
I'm not too bad. Like, it's just trying to find my feet now. I got all the Pro Tools and recording stuff, so now I can kind of do little demos and work on little bits at home and stuff. But it's just, we were saying it before, like, it's so strange. It's like, literally, we've been together like 5.5, 6 years. Like, we were literally from the day one, we were gigging, and that's like, we live for that, and we try and put on like really energetic shows and like try and get everyone involved. And then it went from like tons and tons of gigs, and then it was looking like we were gonna have a really, really cool summer to nothing. And like, it's so strange. We haven't seen each other. It's just bizarre. Like, it's such a weird feeling. And then, like,
what was it, 5 weeks since I seen yous, or was it even longer than that?
Yeah, so like you were in the hospital for 5 weeks straight, Dave. So I think that was the longest like all three of us hadn't seen each other like ever. Do you know what I mean? Like,
which is just insane. Wow. Like, you know, and for the past 6 years we've been together, we've seen each other, I'd say, like every single Saturday in them 6 years. Yeah, they have the odd obviously Saturday where like one of us would be on holidays or something like that. But if not, like during the week we'd be seeing each other all the time because we'd be writing. And it was just the more you think about it, it was like, oh my God. And the lads like dropped up to my house there last week, and we were just talking about it. We were like, it's just madness. It's just absolute madness. Like,
yeah, it's absolutely bizarre. What is happening. And it's funny because, like, I don't know about you guys, but like I forget about what's going on for a little bit, and then one day, and I think Sean just reminded me literally now when he was saying about this situation, and I just reminded myself, oh yeah, we're in a fucking quarantine lockdown here. Thanks, Sean, for giving me the reality just kicked me in the face. All of it, it's like a wave almost. You're just like, oh my God, oh yeah, shite, yeah, forgot that we're doing this. Amidst of like having these wonderful and like I'm having these wonderful connections with people though. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, in this strange way, like I'm having an amazing connections with musicians, and musicians are kind of, I like to think as well, like doing the live shows and the artists, you know, doing stuff for free and stuff like that, for a good cause, like to keep people, I suppose, a little bit sane, right? To keep them a little bit sort of of, so it's great that you guys got to release a single as well. Like you got to kind of contribute to sort of helping people a little bit psychologically, I like to think, you know what I mean? Because I think art is so powerful, music especially, because me being a musician too, like, it's so powerful, isn't it? And I think there's a little bit of psychological mental healing to that, you know? What do you think?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing.
Definitely. No, it is. It's so good. And like, even everybody, even all the artists and stuff doing stuff for charity and all, you know, it's been a really good time. But like, as you said yourself, like with the mental, with the music, like, you know, like you do need something upbeat, you know, happy, just to, in your own head, you know, you don't want to be depressed, you don't want to be down, you don't want to be sad, you don't want to be getting into your own head in a bad way. Do you know what I mean? You know?
100%. I remember seeing you guys. I met you guys very first time and something in the water last year. I introduced you.
Talent,
yeah. I made a mess of that introduction. I wasn't able to say spin 103A. I didn't know how to say that for some reason. You guys come up with it. Oh, it's spin 103. I was, oh, thank you. Yeah, like I already stumbled out for 5 minutes. But you are fantastic. Like you are great. You played was it a more stripped down set? Was it?
It was just myself and Dave. It was just myself.
So Ian wasn't at this one. Okay. Yeah.
Was I at work or was I away or something? I can't even remember. It's probably working.
You were working. Yeah.
That was fun.
One of our better gigs, I suppose.
It was one of the best gigs we've ever done, ever.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that actually. Yeah, no, it was a nice one. But I'm a drummer, so I love a little bit of a beat behind the music.
Like, it makes everything better, you know.
Yeah, it really does improve. It really does improve the whole band.
Will you teach Ian for us?
Yeah, I'll try my best. I don't know if I have the time, to be honest.
It'll take years.
Centuries.
We'll really be starting from scratch, like so.
You know what?
Do you know what? I'll just play for you.
Hang up now.
Yeah, I'll just play for you guys. Okay, it's easier.
Can we kick Ian off this chat now?
See you, man. Nice to meet you, brother. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's great. So but it's great. You guys are versatile, right? You guys can turn into a duo, and you guys can sort of work around as a three, and you guys stick as a 3-piece. So it's easier to manage, I guess, 3 people, right, as opposed to having like. And you guys seem like good mates. Like you seem really knitted together. 6 years.
We hate each other most of the time.
As we said, we're good actors. That's all.
Yeah. Well, it's like family, though, isn't it? It's kind of like that sort of relationship, whether you like it or not, right? In a band.
It is true, though. We've had like arguments and all, and we've torn the heads off each other. We've hated each other and all, but we're still absolutely love each other. As you said, it is an absolute family.
A dysfunctional family. Yeah. I've heard many bands say that, you know, and it's lovely though, you know, to have that sort of kinship in a way, because it's hard to do. Because I'm saying this because speaking to many different bands and being in bands and stuff like that, there is a very unique sort of I don't know what it is, if it's fucking vibe or whatever, when you see that. When you watch a band live and you know that they're like family and they have that chemistry, they're not session musicians or anything like that, you are drawn to them more. Like it's a better live show.
Yeah. Like I was talking to Eno about this as well.
Yeah, we kind of, myself and Dave met in college years ago, and like it was just so
Dave.
Strange.
Go on, Sean.
So strange how quickly we clicked. And like we were kind of just like within like a week nearly, we were writing together and doing things together, and it was so strange. And then when we met Ian, I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about Ian. And then I met him a second time. I was like, Ian's bang on, and now he's like they're like my brothers, literally. And we hate each other most of the time, and we give each other so much shit. But at the same time, like being without them is really difficult in a way, because like. We've had time now to write on our own and do things on our own, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck would Dave put to this, or what would Dave think of this, Ian think of this, or
how could Dave make the song better?
And Dave, what do you think? How's it been? How's your perception on that? It's pretty much the same, I guess, is it?
What I'd like to say is it's just like we've been playing together years. Like I know, like we could literally hear a song, and this is no word of a lie. We could hear a song and then play it. Like most of our songs. If we were to do a cover set, most of our songs in our cover set, we've never even practiced them, and it's the God honest truth. We've been like, someone has asked us to play a song, and we'd be like, okay, yeah, cool, what's it go like, and we'll just jam it together on the stage, and that's it. Then it's in our set list, you know.
Yeah.
And like I know when Ian's gonna do something, I know when Sean's gonna do something on stage, I know when, because just from body language, or just from performing with each other. for so long. And I said, like, watching a live band with a good connection is just, like, live bands are just unreal because everybody has their roles. And if someone fucks up the role, the whole thing is fucked up. Do you know what I mean? Like the way we write our music and all is like, okay, I'm going to stop with the rhythm guitar. Ian's going to come in with the bass drum with Sean's vocals. Okay, Sean's going to cut out. We're going to make the drums heavier here. We're going to bring in it's just so cool. It's like, what did you say, Ian? It's like a watch, a well-oiled watch or something like that.
Watch. A well-oiled machine, like all the cogs, everyone.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like a good Rolex.
You can't oil up like a digital watch because it's not gonna work, right? But yeah, no, it's amazing. It's like well-oiled machine, I guess. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. Like, and you are all kind of fell into your roles. Like, you know, you all songwrite. So you all songwrite to contribute to songwriting together in that case.
Yeah, like a lot of the times, someone will come up with an idea and bring it to the band, and then we kind of all add our bits to it and like kind of build on it as such. But yeah, like we've had songs that like Dave's written a couple of songs, Miles being one of them, that it was pretty much finished when he brought it to us, and like we just added like different bits of lyrics or like different bits of melodies and stuff and built on that. And then Ian I know Ian comes in with some deadly ideas most of the time, and it's kind of, I'm just the best one, but yeah, we most of the time we just write as the three of us, or sometimes we get the other two lads in that gig with us to help us out a bit as well.
Oh, so you have two other members that you bring in for larger gigs?
Yeah, for our live, like if we were playing like Wheelings and stuff, we'd play that as a 5-piece to really build the sound. But a lot of the smaller gigs we do is the three of us. But it's great crack. The lads fit in so well. Everyone knows them, everyone likes them, and we gel really well with them as well. So
that's perfect.
It's nice.
It's a great situation. So you guys are the kind of the hive mind, the three of yous, where it's easier to write that way, right? Because you have everything you need to write the music between the three of yous, and then you bring in your like I don't know why I'm thinking like this, like satellite members or something like that. I don't know if that's the right way. That's my perception anyway. But that's interesting because I would do that in my kind of cover projects as well. I'd have kind of like core sort of members that I'd normally contact. I'm not doing original at the moment, unfortunately. But I'm doing no music at the moment if we're going to talk right now, but like everybody else. But anyway, but yeah, no, so it seems like a very efficient way to kind of do that. What's been kind of like your most notable sort of gig? Like, because, original bands, would support like bigger bands, right? That's kind of so one of the gateways of kind of getting up there. Have you had that opportunity where you supported somebody that was like really notable for you guys or anything like that, or?
No, not yet. That's what we're trying to plan with everything that's going on now. We're trying to plan for next year to try and get into as much as possible, trying to get these positions. Like, all of us have our favorite gigs that we've done, like, and we've done some.
Tell us about some of your favorite gigs actually individually. Like, if you want to start, Dave, and then Sean, unless Sean cuts over you, then Sean just.
Definitely, we
actually,
did.
Sean, you just tell. No. I can't take the anticipation anymore.
I was waiting for that. I thought Sean was going to do it. We did EP in 2018, and that was my favorite gig to date because we just got the best time slot, 10 o'clock on play the picnic stage, and it was just, picture this, it just finished in the main stage, and people were walking back. And then they came in. We had a huge crowd. It was ridiculous, the size of the crowd we had for it. And it was really, that gig just really stands out for me. It was just such a good gig. Oh, my God.
Sean, you can speak.
For me, it was probably Independence last year. We played, and we walked into the stage, and it was this absolutely massive tent. And we all looked at each other. We were like, "Oh no, we're not going to fill this." And like we started playing, and we were setting up, and I just looked at the sound engineer and I was like, just whack on some ABBA there and just turn it the whole way up, and the tent filled. And
that's a great idea.
We were like, everyone's gonna kick off once ABBA stop, and we started playing, and like not one person left, and we had the whole tent full.
Amazing.
And like I remember looking at Dave at one stage and just went, "This is fucking class! Like, what's going on?" And then I broke my guitar, and yeah,
it wasn't the best anymore.
It wasn't the best. I broke 2 strings in the same song, and then I took the guitar off, went to put it down, dropped it.
Didn't went to put it down. I got annoyed at the guitar.
It slipped.
The strings broken it, and he threw it down, kind of like went to throw it, and then stopped it. Then like tried to be rock and roll, and like dropped it, but then dropped it off the lead guitarist's pedal board, and the neck snapped off it, or the headstock, sorry, snapped off the guitar.
That's
it. The story that it slipped.
And what about you, Ian? What's kind of for you?
Notable gigs. It's probably it's years ago now. It was only a couple of years after we started. It was when we played a headline gig in Whelan's. It was like the main stage. I can't even remember what night or what it was for, but it was the first time that we like played a full set without any covers. It was just an entirely original set, like, because before that we only had like a few original songs written, so we'd be throwing a few covers in here and there. But that was like the first time we played a full original set and people were actually listening. It wasn't as if like you're in the pub of a Saturday night playing covers and no one
everyone's
actually
talking and stuff. Yeah,
and people were there to actually listen to it, and they enjoyed it as well, which was even better again. So
yeah,
that's probably one of my favourites anyway. Yeah.
Was that Whelan's Ones to Watch? Was that one or?
I don't.
Oh, it wasn't even. No.
What was it?
I think it was. We were
King
headlining King Kong Club. Yeah.
They're meant to be great gigs anyway. Kieran Campbell's ones, right?
Yeah.
They're great gigs.
Lovely guy.
And we had done them, like we had done the competitions when we were like literally, I'd say, a week as a band. We had done like them competitions with them, and then we were a bit more established together, a few more years. And he asked us to come back and headline one of them, and that's that gig. You know.
That's great. That's some pretty notable gigs. Like, I mean, the Electric Picnic one is pretty, and Independence Festival as well. I mean, those are 2 very big festivals, right? So that's amazing. Who does like your? Do you manage all yourself? Do you have a manager? Do you do all that?
Mainly Sean does.
Sean manages us. Yeah.
He's very good, to be fair to him.
I can see Sean as a manager type for sure.
He does look like a manager type, doesn't he?
Well, no, it's good. You need someone that has that sort of persona, like that's able to get stuff done, right? And
you have to be good looking as well.
You have to be good looking. Yeah, exactly. That's it. I'm
self-employed
myself. So.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's your last day now, Ian. I think in the band. Good luck to
you. You put the final nail in the coffin there, bud. Now.
Oh God, yeah. It's just interesting, to say. And what's because you've got a lot of good radio play as well. So it's like last year seemed like a really good year for you guys, right? Was that like your kind of? Were you guys just like, oh my God, this year was just unbelievable, and every month was just? How was that for you guys last year?
2019 was a good year for us now. Like, and we had some unreal gigs. Like, we sold out the upstairs of Whelan's and all. It was a great year for us. And then we were about to release in September 2019. We were going to release a song called The Tower. And then we had got some advice off a guy, and he was like, "No, don't release this song now. Release it in 2020." And he was like, because there's so many acts releasing songs, because it was going into the Christmas market. He was like Harry Styles, Picture This, Niall Horan were all releasing music. He was like, if you release music now, it's going to go nowhere. I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, this song is strong enough to do well on the radio. So February, we released a song called The Tower, and we got, like, as you said, we got great airplay. We got FM 104 track of the month. We got today 2FM track of the week and all.
Track of the week.
It was just unreal. We had got like track of the month on everything, and like 2020 like was supposed to be our year. It was like, yes, 2020, can't wait for it all.
2020 so vision, it's my year. Everyone was feeling that. Yeah.
And then, like, I got diagnosed then with bleeding cancer in like March, and then the coronavirus came along and just screwed up our vibe completely and early.
I actually think Dave was quite selfish, if I'm honest.
I know, I ruined it.
Oh, Jesus, it's crazy. Well, you seem very all optimistic and positive. Every musician seems to be kind of looking on the, naturally. I think it's maybe an Irish thing, right? They're just like,
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, because I only watch, like, I follow all these American like acts and all this, and they're like, man, we don't know what we're gonna do, and like
Yeah.
this is the end and all for us. But
Yeah.
like, we're all just like, grand.
It'll pass.
It'll
You're all right
pass.
this morning.
Yeah. Do you guys, are you planning anything for like the upcoming phases that we've been granted? You know, the extensions of distance and stuff. Like, are you able to meet up at some stages in a few months or?
We're hoping to meet up and just write a few little bits just so we can get kicked straight back in when the whole COVID thing passes out.
Finish is over.
Yeah. You wouldn't. You are gonna just go straight for the live after this.
Like, I don't know if we're going to try and book a gig or something like that, maybe in 2021, because there's no point in trying to book anything in 2000,
Yeah.
this year's, it's cancelled. But yeah, as Ian was saying, your internet went a bit funny there, you froze up on us. But we're going to try maybe and like meet up and just keep on writing a heap ton of new stuff and just keep on releasing music, do what we've been doing. Because that's all you can do at the moment is just write. Maybe put down a few demos. Sean, we can record stuff with Sean and all, and just stick down some things that hopefully that we can release in the future.
We're gonna try and get over to France. We're gonna try and rob Ian's house in France and get over there for a writing week or two and write some music. I think Ian's frozen again.
He might be. I think his internet's a bit. Is he in France?
No, he's not.
Oh,
no,
okay.
but he has his parents have a house in Brittany, France, and it's this big, huge gaff, and it's unreal.
Give us the address.
Yeah.
Sorry, lad, my internet's acting up there a bit. I missed half of that.
It's all good, Ian. It's all good, man. You didn't miss anything.
About you.
I'm trying to hotspot my phone to it now because for some reason the Virgin Media is acting up.
Take your time. It's all right, man. It's okay.
My Virgin Media is fine.
Yeah, I've been using like I've had to use the Ethernet, the cable. I'm not using Wi-Fi anymore or anything because obviously this stuff is, if this crashes, it's such a pain to try.
It's completely screwed.
To get everything up and running again. But yeah, it's so mad. Like, it's so different having interviews and chats with people when one is freezing, the other guy hears you 5 seconds later. You're talking over each other sometimes. It's like there's a less. Although it's not so bad. Like, I've noticed, you can still have a flow to it, right? It's not too.
Yeah. When it goes and it's going working and like the unprofessional people's internet doesn't freeze up on us. Look, he's gone again.
I'm back.
No, he's back.
He's back. Look at that. Troubleshooter.
There you go.
That's fantastic. Okay. Yeah, no, it's mental. Yeah, no, it's absolutely mental having to deal with all this new stuff. You know what I mean? I couldn't. Because obviously I can't play drums, right? So that's my primary instrument, So for me, that's my kind of release, and I can't do that. I can't play in the gaff. Like, I just sit.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No, I can't. I'd love to, but I just can't. But this is nice. This thing, what I'm doing here, talking to you guys. This is my creative sort of release in a weird way.
A pad or anything like that you can practice on, like practice pads or anything, or like an electronic drum kit or something that you can kind of. It's not the same as a real drum. Yeah. It's not the same.
No. I mean, no, I can't.
Yeah.
I used to do that. No, I did. I could do my rudiments. I could go back to do my rudiments. I have no excuse, to be honest.
What's it? Mama Dada.
Yeah. Doubles, and your paradiddles, and your, yeah. But I don't know. I guess I'm feeling this. This is what I'm feeling now. Feels
this
good.
This is cool. No, it's a good idea.
Cool,
it's really cool.
It's nice. Get to know people, get to catch up, and I feel like I'm building relationships with people. Do you know what I mean? Like, just through the flipping screen, like, which is just mad to tell somebody this. If 30 years ago, imagine telling someone like, you'd be sort of getting to know people through a screen. Well, a lot of movies apparently predicted. Simpsons probably predicted it too. I'm sure.
Simpsons
they predict everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but yeah, that's crazy. Do you want me to play, because you guys obviously can't play, unfortunately, because of the lag situation. Do you want me to play one of your, I played Sparks already on the last show. Do you want me to play one of your older tunes?
Yeah, whatever you want, man.
Probably the Tower probably be the best show.
Well, you mentioned that one, yeah. I was thinking maybe that one would be good. Can I ask you one thing before I play it? Where did the name Stolen City come from?
Oh, we're on for a long old story.
Is this something I should wait for after I play the song, or?
No. It was just like we had so many names beforehand. We were In Focus, we were the Empire, we were Where We Land, and like all these names. Like we were In Focus first. We sounded like a boy band. We got told we were with bad management at the time, and they were like, "You have an hour to change your name." We're like, "What?" So we had to think of a name real quick. We thought of the Empire. Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars.
We were recording a song that day
as well,
and he just came in. He goes, "You just have to change the name." And we were like, "Here, we're trying to record." He was like, "No, go in and sit in that room and change your name. You have an hour."
What?
And,
we were making a website for us or some crap like that. I don't know.
Wow. And then where was that moment when Stolen City kind of, what was that?
We were sitting in Sean's house, and we had met in Sean's, and we had nothing but time, which was great. We went to Sean's house at 6 in the afternoon and got out at 6 in the morning. But like we were like trying to think of a name, and we loved City. We loved City. We were like, City is definitely going to be at the end of it. And we were like thinking of like, and at a certain stage of trying to think of a band name, you're just like, Cup City, like, you know, you just start looking stupid and you're like, Chum Gum City, definitely Chum Gum City or something. But then we thought of Stolen, and we were like, Stolen City, yeah, that sounds great. And we were like, go up, that's it, light bulb moment. That does the job.
It's interesting.
Set up the Facebook account now so no one steals it.
Oh, yeah.
And then you might think of something deadly, like you might think of a class name. You're like, yes, this is it. And then you look it up on Facebook or something, and there's already a band. There are 7 bands called this, and you're like, oh,
you can't do that then. Yeah, you can't unfortunately go for that. It's interesting, yeah, and you're not the first ones to kind of describe it in that certain way, where you have a massive catalogue. Let's say, I think somebody on Wednesday was like, yeah, we had like 150 names. It might have been exaggerating, you know, but it was kind of like we had loads of potentials, and then all of a sudden the name came out of like just a random, like you're in the Jacks or something, and it just comes to you or whatever when you're kind of just relaxed or burnt out or just sitting on the couch, right, in passive mode, like. And it makes sense because there is kind of a ring to it, and it kind of makes me want to think like, oh, is there something philosophical or like, you know, political or, you know, whatever, you know, about it, you know, because the mind does think sometimes when you're researching a band as well, you know, especially you're kind of like, I wonder where they got that name from, and it's like, well, I just like the word city, and then I just put I like the way Stolen flowed into the word city, and that's still an amazing way to create something. I think, you know, it doesn't have to have anything, you know, other than it just felt right, a feeling, which is even deeper in a way, you know.
Yeah, and it was at the time there was we had 2 other guys in the band. They left the band, but there was 5 of us at the time, and it's trying to find something that all 5 people like. Do you know what I mean? As I said, we were almost Mug City at one stage, you know, like. But it's just finding something that everybody likes and everybody feels, you know.
Awesome.
But yeah, God.
Cool.
Someone told us we need to change our name now, though. I'd snap.
No, it's too late. Like,
there's
no way.
Never again.
No, there's no need for it. Like, there's no, like, I don't think it matters what you're called in the end, right? Does it really?
No, it doesn't matter. No.
You know, if a name will catch on, or anything will catch on, as long as you get enough attention.
Yeah, that's it.
There's some really messed up band names out there if you think about it. If you really dissect band names or think about them or how simplistic they were. But they're just like huge bands, and it's just like you just
the Arctic Monkeys, like, what the hell? What is that name? But you just think unreal music when you hear it, like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you think first. You're right. You think about the music first, and then the name just kind of flows in like passingly. You don't even think about it, which is amazing. So cool. I'm gonna play The Tower, which was actually you released that this year. Awesome. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
You started out as a tower, standing proud and tall till they got their hammers and started chipping at your walls, and they left you shaking. You were only 5 years old and you needed saving. Let me help you fix the cracks in your foundation. I will pick your pieces up. I don't care if it takes 10 minutes. minutes or 14 hours, 100 days or a lifetime. I'll help build back up this broken tower until you're strong again. All the doors were broken. You found it hard to let me in. I had to kick them open, 'cause the floors were caving in. I know I left you waiting, 'cause the cracks just didn't show. Trust me when I say this, I will pick up pieces up. I don't care if it takes 10 minutes or 14 hours, 100 days or a lifetime. I'll help build back up this broken tower until you're strong again. Oh, you were way too young to be screaming through your wall. Oh, and you lost your tongue 'cause you weren't allowed to talk. Oh, I never knew your word 'cause you never told. Oh, I will help you through it all. I don't care if it takes 10 minutes or 14 hours, 100 days or a lifetime. I'll help build back up this broken tower until you're strong again. I don't care if it takes 10 minutes or 14 hours, 100 days or a lifetime. I'll help build back up this broken tower until you're strong again. Until you're strong again. 100 days or a lifetime. I'll help build back up this broken tower until you're strong again.
Awesome. Stolen City, and that was The Tower, and that was your second most recent single. Let's see. I just got to unmute you actually. There we go. Now, let's see. Now you may talk.
Now we're back. What's up?
Well, that's great. So that was your second most recent tune, yeah? Released this year.
It was, yeah. We released that in February, wasn't it? Yeah, February.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Really catchy, just catchy music. You got catchy hooks. Like that's, like it's something you want to sing along to. Do you get that a lot? Like, I mean, where like you got the crowds, they'll pick up straight away and they'll start singing along with you. Is that something that you've sort of gotten, especially at the festivals, I guess, right?
We've never like intentionally sat out and wrote a song thinking like, okay, we're writing this to be played on radio, or we're writing this to be a mainstream song. Do you know what I mean? But that's just the type of music that we enjoy playing.
Yeah.
And we know we always do, which is probably not the right thing to do, but we always do write a song, and you can picture the crowd singing it back to us. Do you know what I mean? But we always have done that though.
Yeah,
There's
that
never been a
resonates
song
with you.
ever. Yeah, it's always been that. And with our live performance as well, as Sean said, we put on like a extremely energetic live performance, and like just with the music that we write, it just goes kind of hand in hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's great. And interesting you mentioned as well that you visualize people singing with you. So it's like, that's a really cool thing to do. I do that myself, like when I'm trying to think of a project, and let's say one of the projects that I'm doing, and I'm trying to visualize it in a venue with hundreds of people, and figuring out how it should look live on stage and stuff like that, and the energy that I want in the room almost. So I guess that's kind of what you sort of consider as well when writing in a way.
When writing,
I think it kind of reflects if you listen to like our like choruses or like our hooks. There's a lot of like we do when we go in the studio, like we could lay down 100 vocal tracks, just backing vocals, and like that's kind of us imitating the crowd. Like there's literally been literally been days we've gone into the studio, coming out not able to talk because we've done that much singing that day. And like the likes of Sparks, in the last two choruses, there's and like there's I think there's over 150 vocal takes on that just alone. Like it's crazy.
Wow.
But like even Miles as well. The
Miles was a killer.
There was like, I remember our sound engineer Michael goes, one more. I was like, Michael, fuck off. I'm not doing any more.
Oh.
He was like, one more. I was like, no, I'm not doing any more. He's like, Sean, do one more. I was like, all right. And then we do like 8 more.
But then you got the final product. You got the product.
We got
that you
the
like.
point eventually.
Yeah, it's a lot. It can be a long process, and there is obviously when you're in the studio the habit of wanting to perfect it, right? And and to get it right. But it's good if you don't have that much studio pressure as well. Like some people go in for a day or whatever, and that's it. You know, you're done. But which is pretty common, right? Because the studio can be pretty pricey if the longer you stay. How was that for you guys? The recording, with regard to.
Like we've been recording with the same sound engineer for Cleveland since the start of us now, you know, like, and we found him forced through a competition. We won a competition. We won a free recording session.
Deadly.
And it was brilliant. Like, you know, we were a day recording. Like it was a full. Went in at 9 in the morning and left at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, with a full song done, and that's the way we used to record. But he kind of swapped it up, and he was like, "I think we should book more days in a row, kind of a thing." So one day you go in, it'll be chilled. We'll concentrate on the drums and the bass, and maybe we'll add in a little bit more lead guitar, and then we'll do some acoustic guitar, and then we'll do all the backing vocals and the lead vocals on another day where you're not concentrating on getting everything done on one day, so there's no rush and all that, which is a really good way, and it's gas. Jesus, lads, we won't be able to go back to recording the other way now.
No, it'd be too stressful.
You'd be too stressed, yeah.
But like it kind of the way as well. Like I think it's really cool the way it works. Michael, our sound engineer that we use like all the time now for everything, he was literally just finished college, and we were just finished college, and we had just started to be a band, and he had just started recording professionally, and like we kind of have literally gone from that stage to where we are now. That like he's learned so much, we've learned so much, and we've kind of learned it all together as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, especially to have someone that knows your sound or knows kind of possibly your direction where you want to go. It's like having a band member, right? Having somebody in the studio that's.
Oh, it is. Yeah, Michael.
It's so important.
Has, yeah.
Yeah.
And he knows so well. Like he'd be like, "I want to add in this because I know this is something that Stolen City would do." You know, and he'd
that's
like add
perfect.
in it.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Shauna Morgan is asking a question. She wants to know what your favorite song to perform. Each of these individually.
Individually.
Yeah. We won't hold any grudges on you know which song is better or anything because there's no such thing, right? So, but like I guess live, like which one do you kind of like right now, even because that can change too, right? You might like a song.
I think for me, at the moment it's definitely The Tower.
Cool.
But I think when we do get back playing live, and I think when we play Sparks.
Yeah. I think Sparks is going to be real.
So you haven't played that yet live yet, right?
No.
Okay. So you're looking forward to that one.
I think when we get back to it, when we hit that last chorus, I think we're all going to go a bit mad. So
Brilliant. Any other songs? Ian, yeah, you got something there on your mind?
Last Night, I think, is my favourite.
Last Night,
yeah. No, it's all chilled, but it's not chilled at the same time. I feel like I'm busy in it, you know. But and like we have Let Her Go as well. It's a real upbeat, like drum sort of song, but I feel the pressure every single time because we have like a little 8-bar drum solo there, and I haven't written anything for it, so it's something different every single time. The pressure just gets to you like, ah.
What can you do? That's funny. I'm the same as a drummer. Sometimes I like to just like, if I know I have like a little drum fill or whatever, and I know it's 8 bars at least or whatever, or 8 counts or 2 bars or whatever it is like, and just something different every time is it works. Yeah. So Sean, do you still like the Capri Suns? Sean is asking.
Absolutely love the Capri Suns.
There you go, Shauna.
Shauna brings me Capri Suns to every gig.
Oh, does
every
she?
Gig.
That's so handy.
Fantastic. It makes my day. Cheers me up instantly because I have to deal with Dave and Ian a lot, and they're hard work.
I can see that. Yeah. Awesome, guys.
Dave and Ian are complete and utter divas. Like, insist on like me carrying their gear into the venues and stuff.
It's all coming out.
So lazy, right? Lazy's the word.
I love how this can kind of be like therapy, right?
Yeah.
We can't hit each other.
We're not in the same room.
And you can also watch it back, and actually just like actually dissect what everybody was really saying. You know, what did he really
Hello,
mean?
Shauna. Hello.
Yeah, so Shauna's watching on YouTube. We got people on YouTube watching. We got people on Facebook. Kelly Barr's asking, are Bailey and Dave still twins?
Yeah.
We are.
Still twins.
Bailey boys.
There you go.
That joke has gone too far. Far.
Sometimes when we get a few drinks into us, Dave decides to go around telling everyone that we're twins. That I'm a week older as well, and people still don't seem to get that, but they buy it.
They do buy it. They do buy it. People when they're drunk, they buy anything.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous how many people believe it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Katie Dobbin is asking, what's your dream venue to play in?
Oh, that's a good
question.
That's a really
I'd
good
love to
question.
just play the Olympia, just because it's our hometown. I know it's like small and stuff, but it'd be nice and intimate, and it's our hometown. It's where we grew up and all. It's where
That's still a big venue.
Yeah.
But it'd be unreal to play there.
Yeah, that's a great venue. Oh, and it's so high. Like, that's the thing. The height of it is just daunting. I've never been on the stage, but yeah, that's a good choice.
I think that I'd be. I have a dream set. I'd love to do. I'd love to do like 1 o'clock or something like that at EP on one of the smaller stages. I think that would be phenomenal, or something like that. Like when we were playing EP, me and Eno went to see the Coronas, and they did was it like a 12 o'clock set or something, or was it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
In one of the smaller tents,
the Electric Arena or something.
Yeah.
The smaller tents on the stage was unreal. It was.
And the place was just packed out.
Yeah. Unreal. You wouldn't get that nowadays with coronavirus.
Oh, everyone keep it 2 meters away from each other.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to change. How it's going to work.
It's going to work.
Yeah.
My dream venue is probably Red Rocks in America.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Never heard of that one. What's that?
I've only ever seen it in videos, Mumford & Sons live videos there, and it just looks amazing. So that's definitely on my list.
Red Rocks.
Red Rocks, yeah. It looks fantastic.
Is that
the huge
Capri Suns there?
Yeah,
And it has literally red rocks all over it, is it?
Yeah.
Not that one.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's not called
Red
Blue
Rocks.
It's called Red Rocks.
I thought the rocks were going to be blue or something. That's
that's how they that's how they get you. They're like, oh,
you watch
Red Rocks. I'm gonna go, and it's like, no, these are blue. What the fuck? I came all this way. And you're right. It is actually fucking phenomenal venue.
If you watch Mumford & Sons I Will Wait music video, that's filmed at Red Rocks. And it's just unreal.
Amazing. It looks phenomenal.
Well, I'll make you a deal. When we get there, I'll invite you.
Please do. Pay for my flights as well. That'd be great. But that's
It'll be Ryanair all the way.
Ryanair, that's fine. If they don't fucking if they start functioning again, right? Because they might go bankrupt and liquidate. I'm just showing the guys Red Rocks. That is actually just unbelievable. I wasn't expecting this. That looks really cool. The lighting on the rock as well looks lovely.
Yeah.
Was Dermot Kennedy supposed to be playing there and he had to cancel because of this as well, was he?
Dermot Kennedy sold out Red Rocks in 20 minutes, I think, or 15 minutes, which is just
it's like 50
huge achievement,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's ridiculous venue.
Right. Laura Burke is asking your favourite foods. Okay. We'll leave this one as the last question, and then we'll finish up. We'll let you guys plug up. But go on, tell us. Do you have any favourite? Because I'm thinking foods now is making me hungry. That was
yeah, I'm getting hungry.
Spinach guy.
Spinach.
Oh boy.
Love a bit of spinach. Definitely. Domino's stuffed crust barbecue based pizza.
Right. Did you? Because they started doing that more now, the stuffed crusts, right? But they got rid of the double decadence. Were you a fan of the double decadence?
I liked it.
Right.
I'm not happy that it's gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write them a very strongly worded letter.
Good man. Good man. There's a petition going around to bring it back.
Will you send me the link?
I'll send you the link. I signed it already. Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
will.
become an ambassador.
Dude, I think it's the most horrible thing that's ever happened to the food industry is that thing being taken off the menu.
It's just not fair. But
No.
like as well, I really use Ian like a lot because I love Domino's, and Ian gets a 50% discount at Domino's.
No way.
So like normally, if I'm going up to Dublin, I'm like, Ian, do you wanna come and meet me for dinner? And Ian's like, no man. I'm like, oh, just come around to the Domino's and meet me there then.
Meet me in the back alley behind Domino's.
Yeah. Will you go in and collect my food, please? Thanks again.
And what about you? What about you then, Dave? What's your kind of grub of choice?
Ralph's food.
Because I'm awkward. I'm a vegetarian, and I normally like
So yours is spinach then?
I have to say,
spinach. Yeah, and I would be like, I'd be so like, I love all like peppers and jalapeno. I'd get a wrap, yeah. Get a little bit of barbecue sauce, and I get some peppers, jalapenos, lettuce, avocado.
You love olives.
I hate olives. Olives.
I love olives.
Olives are just ridiculous. I hate olives. Fuck olives. But getting something like that on a wrap. That's my favorite meal now.
Cool.
Covered in veg, pineapples on it as well.
Oh, interesting mix. Yeah.
They put bananas on pizzas. I'm like, on a margarita,
Really?
you put a banana on it. It's raw. I don't know how.
I swear to God, right? Chop up, get a margarita pizza frozen tonight, right? Get a banana. Don't diss this.
I'm afraid to even think about it or imagine it.
Chop up a banana onto the margarita so it's like all around it, yeah?
And then throw it in the bin.
Yeah, exactly.
Stick it in the oven, cook the pizza with the banana on it, and the banana will go all melt, and it's delicious. It's so good. I swear to God, do it.
It's
so good.
I'm so
It's a
hungry.
thing.
I might actually just try it. Try
it.
Yeah.
You just
I
destroyed
swear to you.
soggy banana pizza.
It's worse than pineapple on pizza. My God.
It's a thing in Spain.
Okay,
You can get
okay.
pizzas ordered
I've been to
with
Spain. No, it's not.
it.
Sean's been to one place in Spain, one resort. Yeah, and
Domino's.
he knows Spain. No,
Domino's, yeah.
Yeah, what
I
about
had to
you?
fly over and eat them there.
What about you, Ian? What's your
I
go-to?
can't beat now good Chinese. Nice Chinese over the weekend.
And are you guys ordering food
I
still
get
now?
soup from the Chinese. I get chicken this week and soup from the Chinese, and I was in work today and we got a Chinese, and one of the lads just absolutely tore into me for getting soup from the Chinese. I didn't think it was weird, but apparently it is.
It is weird.
No.
That's weird. That's
But
really
Ian-
weird. It's like putting banana on a pizza and it's free.
But Ian gets chicken and sweet corn on fucking everything. He eats it on pizza, which is not right. There shouldn't be vegetables on pizza, right? Or fruit, Dave.
Well, I think vegetables are a little bit more forgiving than fruit, and from my perspective, anyway.
Well, try the banana.
I might.
Try the banana.
Do you know what? I heard as well mandarins on a pizza. Somebody put mandarin on it. Apparently, it's a thing. Especially like in the South American countries where fruit is really predominant. Like they grow like obviously mangoes and all these kind of tropical stuff. And bananas is a huge thing there. And bananas come in different colors there, how they're supposed to. Apparently we get like one breed that's been like genetically modified anyway, so we don't even know what a real banana actually tastes like. It's like a plantain or something they call it, but that's a different story. We're going down some other rabbit hole here. Yeah.
God.
So I don't know,
Not interested there.
maybe the plantain one on the pizza might taste different than what we are getting here, so it's interesting stuff. But yeah, I don't think I could do that. My missus was cooking banana bread though recently. I think it was a thing. Was it going around? It's like lockdown banana bread.
Everyone's
Yeah.
talking about
Lockdown
bread, yeah.
banana bread.
It's actually nice.
Like a bit of banana bread myself now.
Yeah, especially if you cook it yourself and it's warm. It's fucking
Yeah, I'm
lovely.
not really a big eater anyway, so
Yeah, we can tell, Sean.
Oh, I love my food. I love my food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love food now.
So-
Dave must have hollow legs or something. He never stops eating. Like,
Yeah.
no
I'm
matter where we
honestly
go,
eating.
he's always eating.
That's it. Some people have like a super fast metabolism. I'm one of those people, and it's just like it just goes straight. I don't think it even digests fully. You know, it just goes in one way and out the other.
With Dave, though, when he's constantly eating, he's eating healthy stuff. We're just there milling a Domino's. He's there with some corn cakes and some hummus.
Well,
Hummus, yeah.
that probably helps as well.
Lads, I'm having a great time chatting to you, by the way. It's actually awesome to just hang around and
Yeah, it's been
shoot
great,
some shit,
yeah.
get to know you and learn about your music as well. It's awesome. Thanks for coming on to the show.
Can I just
Oh,
say?
thank you very much for having us.
Can I just say your hat is much nicer than Dave's?
Thank you.
Yeah, it is. Yours is better, I have to admit.
Now you got to just angle it right. That'll improve it a bit. There you go. Yeah.
Oh
Actually,
yeah, there we go.
yeah, it's getting. Oh, there now we're talking. Now we're talking. Is there anything you want to just tell our viewers before I let you go? Is there anything you want to mention with regard to the band or anything like that, or any kind of plug you want to throw out, or anything?
Just
I
keep
would like to
streaming
say,
the new tune, sharing it around. Thank you for listening so far as well. Hopefully we're going to get together now in the next couple of phases of this restriction and getting out a video or something recorded for you and maybe go live or something. But just keep tuning in to listen to Sparks, I suppose.
Deadly.
Anything else, guys?
Keep streaming it and pay our bills. Thank you.
Legend.
I-
Dave, go on.
I'm going to say 2021, we are going to hit hard with a heap ton of gigs, so stick around for that. Keep on tuning Sparks, tuning in, listen to it. Thank you very much for all the support so far, and be ready.
Awesome. Dave, Sean, Ian, absolute pleasure, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you live on stage next time, please God.
Thank you very much, man.
thank
Thank you
you.
again for having us. I really appreciate it.
My
Thank you very
pleasure.
much for having us
Great
on.
crack.
See you later, guys. Nice getting to know you. Take care.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, guys, that was Stolen City. What an awesome group of lads. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for asking the... yeah, it did turn into a little bit of a cooking show at the end, Dave. And it was so nice to just talk about food for a little bit because I am getting a little bit... My dinner needs to be... I think it's dinner time, right? So and I didn't have lunch. I don't eat lunch. I'll just have the old brekkie. So but enough about food. Thanks for tuning in. Anybody that's there, Facebook, a lovely healthy 4 viewers. Thanks guys for staying tuned in. Dave, what's the story? Who we got? We got a couple of you still on YouTube. I can't seem to see the YouTube comments. I think YouTube's still going, right? And I'm assuming Twitch and stuff and all those other networks that I'm still not really versed in and have really done enough marketing on. There's maybe 1 or 2 kind of passing view. So guys, please stay tuned still. The show has not finished yet. We still have our pick of the week. Insert soundbite here. Yeah. We need to work on some sound bites. Need to stick in those sound bites because I can definitely visualize them now. So I'm glad Banya suggested that now. So I'm definitely going to try to act upon that and try to act upon it. I'm going to try and get it done for Wednesday. And hopefully Wednesday I'll have a little bit of help as well with the show. Because I really am enjoying it, and as you can see, like, it's just so much fun, and it's so nice to be communicating with these brilliant artists. Like, it's an absolute honor to have them on the show with me and just get to know them and just have a bit of crack, really, you know, in these times. So yeah, how are you guys doing out there? Is there anybody out there? Arthur Janowski, another great episode. Thank you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Dave Duggan, think Restream has a thing where you can see all the other chests. Yeah, actually, my friend Alex, who is on YouTube, he sent me a link there. It's actually, Restream does not, Restream, I don't know, I'm using caster.io, which is quite good because it doesn't have the watermark feature on the €15 per month thing, whereas Restream does, which I don't want to have a logo there saying thing. It's not fair if I'm paying for it. But I'll talk to you, Dave, about that if you're looking for a comments thing. Oh, actually, it is from Restream. You're right. Yeah, Alex sent me that Restream. Okay. Well, I have unfortunately one that doesn't seem to. I don't think it works. It has an option here. Maybe we'll. So we're still a work in progress. So we'll make it all work. So yeah, we have a pick of the week today, guys. Let me load up the. Hang on. Don't go away. This is amazing. You're in for a treat. I promise, guys. This is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be great. This is a absolutely awesome project, and I just want to do this little logo quickly. 1 2 1 2 done. Let's finish it. I don't want to lose anybody. All right, here we go. Pick of the week, guys. Pick of the week, and I'm going to insert some music for this one as well. Paul normally does it. I got too carried away with the interviews today, so I'm going to announce our pick of the week. Paul does our research, and Paul checks in on the albums as well. So Paul's like the in-house researcher for pick of the week at the moment, and we're going to have a single of the week as well, which Paul's going to do on Wednesdays. Paul Archbold, so he couldn't make this one now because I got carried away and forgot about him. So sorry, Paul. I'm going to do this. So this week's deMars Radio Pick of the Week, we have Wob, a Serbian-Irish electronic music producer and multi-instrumentalist. Released this year, Wob's debut album, Nostos, is telling us a tale of journey, taking inspiration from Homer's epic poem Odyssey. The album is like a dive back in time with a modern take on classic drum and bass tracks. The album's second track, Calypso, I Love Your Smile, shows this in great effect, with a mesmerizing beat that will have you dancing from the get-go. There's a great emotion delivered in this album, something that can be hard to find in electronic music these days. The collaborative effort in the poignant song To the Siren, I Choose You, featuring the spoken word poetry of Sarah O'Connor. Unlike many albums of the same genre, Nostos does not go overboard on sounds here. A beautiful and sincere work of art, 10 songs that paint a picture of life's journey. So Paul's pick of the week, our pick of the week from the album is Run. So Paul actually selected the song Run itself to be his song from that album, featuring Irish singer-songwriter Owen Martin. This track... Martin, powerful vocal, funky backbeat, an excellent hook line to dive us into the summer at the end of the lockdown. Yeah, so that's an awesome tune. I listened to the whole album when Wob released it. I think it was released like a couple of days ago, and I remember just writing to him straight away. I was like, dude, I want to put this on Pick of the Week, and I also want to have him on the show. So Paul's favourite song was Run. I really enjoyed Apollutrosis. I'm horrible at this stuff. So I'm going to play both. I'm going to play Run now, and I'm going to play a second song, Apollutrosis. So here we go. Pick of the week, guys. Wob, check it out. All right, pick of the week, guys. Pick of the week. Nostos by Wob. I recommend you listen to that full album. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. I could probably just do a whole show dedicated to that album. To be honest with you, it's always amazing when you hear something quite that resonates with you and is released in like 9 songs, which is awesome. 10 songs even. Yeah. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. That concludes our show. It's very hypnotizing. It is, yeah, and it's hard not to kind of bobble your head to it. I really enjoyed it. Play Calypso too, Paul. So there's Paul. So Paul, like I left Paul. This is what it's like sometimes with me. Paul was meant to do the pick of the week at 3:15 was our said agreed time, like last week. And I completely forgot about him. And I just went straight to my next guest. And I didn't remember him until my last guest. Or halfway through my second last guest. And I was like, oh yeah, oops, sorry about that. So all right, well, we've got 6 people watching on YouTube, which is cool, guys. That's great. I'm delighted you are watching a little bit on YouTube. I'm probably muted on some of your TVs. But I'm happy that it's actually... it's working out better, I think, on YouTube, right? So do let me know. Give me a little bit of a feedback on how you're finding the social platforms. We did crash on Facebook, by the way. So, I'm trying to move people away from Facebook. So, yeah, you know how it is, guys. You know how it is. So Paul recommended Calypso from Wob's new album. So, yeah, let's play Calypso. Let's do it. So that's our pick of the week, guys. That is Wob. Wob. And his album Nostos. And that's Nostos is the name of the song as well. Yeah, really, really awesome. I'm gonna play maybe one more track from that album. Thanks for staying tuned in, guys. I don't feel like finishing for some reason. It's a Saturday. What else do I have to do? I can hold off the food for a little bit. So yeah, if anybody wants to, anybody has any requests, anybody has anything they want me to play, I can test the copyright of all of these other platforms and see which one kicks me off first. So this is all technically work anyway, so I'm happy to stay on. Glad Ushin's here, glad Bren's here ish. I'm glad Shadow Man's here. Great stuff, guys. Good to see us on you. No, honestly, it's great to see us on the YouTube chat. That's where I prefer to have people. It is much better, man. It is. Bren, you're right. Get off Facebook, guys. Slowly but surely. No offense to, let me see who's on Facebook now. So we got 3. We got more viewers on YouTube than Facebook, which is fantastic. Well done, YouTube. Well done, YouTube, guys. Yeah, add that to your playlist. No slims, Ush. No slims. Anything else? I'm gonna play one more. Wob. Paul, is there any Wob song if you're there? Stay Together was another great highlight. Stay Together, deadly, man. Let's play it. Deadly. All right. Let's get into it, lads.
I love when you melt my colors. When our eyes meet, this is what I see.
There you go. So yeah, no, I think I'm gonna finish. I think that's that should be a strong finish to the show, to a good show, a great show, actually, really fantastic show. It was brilliant. Had a fantastic bunch of guests, and really got a great insight into the musician mind, the artist mind. There were some similarities within our guests. There was something different I've learned about each one, and there was a lot of different characters and personalities as well, which is really nice to have that mix. And everybody had a different genre as well, of course, within each project. So I highly recommend checking out all of these projects. And of course, the songs that we started out with as well, let's not forget the ones at the start of the show for the during the playlist as well. So we had really cool bit of music today. So I'm just going to give a big shout out again to all our guests. Emily Seven, we had Brayside Boys, Bonya, and Stolen City. What a lovely mix. 3 of them were duos, and then we had a trio, which it wasn't even planned to do 3 duos, which was an amazing, lovely little thing that happened. So thanks so much, guys. Thanks for staying tuned in till the end. It's really appreciated. I hope my feed isn't lagging there. I don't know what that is, but yeah, listen, good to see you. Ush, good to see you as well, by the way. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe, of course. Slap that sub button on Facebook, on YouTube. Slap it now. Slap that subscribe button, and we'll see you on Wednesday. I think I'll be doing a later show. I think I'll be starting at 6. I'm going to try it out, so we'll have a little bit of an evening show. Oisín, thank you. Enjoy your evening as well, brother. Good to see you in the chat. And I'm going to set up an event page for our next show on Wednesday, so you guys will get informed on who we have. And thanks so much. I will see you. It's hard for me to finish the show, right? It's hard for me to say, just finish, just stop streaming, Kozak. Just stop streaming. Okay, I'll stop streaming. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.